We have the outcomes of several millages, school bonds, and races.
Let's start in Grand Haven. 58% of voters agreed to pass a millage to fund upgrades to the city's public safety facility. Officers said the 1970s building has structural problems, peeling paint and crumbling concrete. The biggest concern was the carcinogen following a fire. The current setup makes it difficult for firefighters to wash away soot and allows those carcinogens to wander around the entire facility. Voters in Bronson Township passed a millage to fund fire protection and equipment for the next 5 years. A millage to renew funding for the Van Buren Libraries also passed with 67% of the votes. However, a millage to support police officers in Home Township and Montcalm County failed last night.
Most of the school bonds on the ballot passed, but there were a few that did not, including in Rockford. 59% of voters rejected the $230 million proposal. That money was supposed to cover building upgrades and a new field house. Parents spoke up against it, though, pointing out the district is still spending money from a 2019 bond. The school bond in Comstock Township also failed by 118 votes. It was a $31.8 million bond proposal to help with district-wide updates and to expand the elementary school.
A proposal all voters in Kent County saw on the ballot passed easily. It was an enhancement millage for Kent Intermediate School District. 63% voted yes. Schools will share $35 million from the millage, and it will impact about 100,000 public school students. That equals $357 per student.
Workers in Lowell will be able to keep treating the area for an invasive species. Voters approved a 3-year millage to cover the cost of controlling the spongy moth. They cause serious damage to trees. Township leaders say they're a big threat to the area's tree canopy. Byron Township successfully passed an excise tax. There will be a 2% tax now on stays at the 6 motels and hotels in the township. Now, this will not apply to short-term rentals. Township leaders say the money will help maintain the community center.
In Fillmore Township, 3 proposals passed there, 2 tax renewals and a new levy. The Holland Sentinel reports that supporters approved millage renewals for fire and first response protection and water and sewer operations. The fire and first response protection millage will last until 2030 and is expected to generate nearly $400,000 next year. The water and sewer millage could bring in just under $100,000 to support acquisition, construction, and installation of system improvements. And finally, voters passed a new tax levy that will support Herrick District Library. This allows locals to receive in-district privileges.
Voters in Holland passed an amendment to increase the limit on millages. 56% voted for this. The city's maximum millage will now be at 17.5 mils. It was around 13.8 before, for the last 14 years, in fact. According to the city's website, city council members do not plan to raise the current tax rate at this point. Our election coverage will continue all morning. We have the results at woodtv.com and scrolling at the bottom of your screen.